for the evening, but we're back, and I apologize for that. I know exactly what happened. My broadcast computer decided, we're just going to restart here. So we're back now. And we were talking about Iron Maiden and Ed Force One. And you said what the name of the song is called, Writing on the Wall.
Yeah.
But the album actually dropped today. I say album, their new release. No one makes albums. No one makes albums anymore, do they?
No, I don't think so. Well, it says album on the wiki page. I'm looking at it, so I guess it is an album.
Okay, Stanley Palawa, Spanky, if you could process his refund, like post haste, we're gonna Venmo you like $0 if that's cool.
Actually considered a double album.
Really?
Yes, it's got 2 discs.
2 discs? Is there a live?
No lives on. I'm looking at it right now because I actually meant to pre-order it, and my dumbass forgot to do it. No, it's let's see here. The total length 40 minutes on both albums, on both discs. So I mean, they're putting in some work.
That is awesome, and it's probably going to be great, man.
The average length of the songs on there are probably about I'd say the longest one is 14 minutes and the shortest one is 4 minutes.
That's really awesome because you got to consider that everybody there is 60s or greater in age, and they're putting out this powerful music that's just awesome.
His voice hasn't changed at all. It's great. If you watch the music video that's on YouTube, you'll see it. It's good.
See, at first, when I first started hearing Iron Maiden, I wasn't really a fan of. I was a fan of the music, and I wasn't a fan of his voice, and then the music and the voice became like a one thing, where you can't have Iron Maiden without Bruce Dickinson's voice. So I learned to appreciate both of them. I think it's just awesome. I was in a band when I was in Korea, and we played a bunch of Iron Maiden songs, and it was just the music's hard to play, and it's awesome. It's powerful. It's fun to play.
What kind of got me into playing bass, real heavy was Steve Harris. Like, just listening to him, I was just like, holy shit, this dude could play, and that's what got me into playing bass pretty much.
And then you look now, and it's like watching, it's like the Rolling Stones. Whenever I see, okay, the Rolling Stones are on tour, I'm like, holy fuck. They're all the jokes out there going, the strolling bones, and rolling them out on wheelchairs and stuff. And Iron Maiden's not too far behind, man.
They're the classic, one of the classics up there. A lot
Kiss,
of people don't really give.
And we talked about Kiss. I mean, Kiss is old too, and they're still kicking it.
More glam rock than it's metal, in my opinion. But
it used to be for a little bit. It was metal, like rock and roll, and then it was more of the, and then it was more of the glam type, the pre-glam. They were glam before glam was glam.
I don't think my favorite Iron Maiden album is Killers, and Bruce Dickinson was even on with them at the time.
Nope.
So,
hey, Liz is back.
One's coming back.
Liz is back. So we were talking about Kiss being infected with the Rona, which is what
infected by kissing. What?
Well, I don't know. If you're around people a lot, you're bound to get it. But dude, when I got it, I have it right now. And the thing is, we did everything. Like all of my company's policies are really pretty solid policies. If you're going to be within 6 feet of someone, put on a mask. Otherwise, you don't have to wear one. And everyone is usually pretty good about that. And and I don't. I don't go out, it's like I was saying, I do the grocery pickup and stuff. It's all contact delivery or contact free delivery. So, it's basically, I get up, I go to work, I come home. And if I go somewhere else, it's all contactless. So it's, I don't have a lot of interaction with anybody, if any at all. And I ended up still getting it.
Did you order Grubhub by chance?
Let me see. I did a Chili's delivery, and it was fulfilled by Grubhub.
But that could have been your potential, infector point at that point. Huh?
Hey, that's okay, Liz. We kind of got cut off, kind of like we did last week. Same thing happened. So you're coming in at a good time. We're going to do a little bit of news just to let you guys know, and then we're going to play some Jackbox games in the whenever we run out of content. So for Jackbox, whenever this happens, if you guys haven't played Jackbox games before, you'll have to like open a new tab. Keep this one open, but then open a new tab, and then go to jackbox.tv. Type in a name, and then I'm going to give you a room code, and that will allow you to play the game. Branko's here. What's up, buddy? So let's see what else. Joe Rogan. We were talking about this even before we went on the air. He came down with the Rona too. He had to cancel a couple of shows. Joe Rogan tested positive as well. He's being hung out there as being an anti-vax guy, and it's like, good for him, he got it. He's like, he's not an anti-vax guy. He basically says that you're a healthy 20-year-old with no health issues, you should probably pass on the vaccination. That's pretty solid advice, actually. He said that he is taking an unconventional approach to battling the disease, including dosing himself with ivermectin, which is a deworming agent for horses and cattle, and you shouldn't do that.
I was reading a little bit more into I can't pronounce it, but
ivermectin.
Ivermectin. All right. Apparently they use it in some places where parasitic infections are really heavy in humans, like pinworms and stuff like that down in Africa and stuff like that. Oh. So it can be used on humans.
But this isn't a parasitic infection. This is a viral infection.
Hey, what was it? The hydroxychloroquine that everyone was talking about was a miracle drug, and
which we used to treat malaria, right?
Malaria, yeah. Oh, well, I don't know if malaria is a parasitic. That's not a parasitic. That's a viral infection, ain't it?
Let me see. Malaria, from what my memory tells me, is it's you get bit by a mosquito, and somehow something camps out in your liver, and it fucks you up like that.
Yeah. I don't know. People are crazy. Like my friend was telling me, he was he does a lot of farm work, cattle, and he was at one of the feed stores, and he said they had this stuff locked up. Like they were just trying to keep people.
You could go to like tractor. You could go to like Tractor Supply Company, and buy it off the shelf. It's just the stick looks like a syringe, and it's just got goop in it, and that's ivermectin. And you're supposed to feed it to your cattle and your horses and excuse me, and whatnot. But people were like ingesting it, and they were like crapping themselves, overdosing and crapping themselves until they died. So that's not a good thing. So do not.
You definitely do not want to die on the toilet.
No, that's very bad, and it's kind of embarrassing. So yeah, but right before the show, I was perusing the interwebs, and Joe Rogan posted a negative COVID result. So he tested positive a couple days ago, and then he's testing negative. So
what?
Dude's not. We are not Joe Rogan. Dude's got cash. He's got resources.
Beast.
He's extremely healthy.
Likes ayahuasca.
He does all kinds of stuff, and he's probably got people and medical doctors that he can just call up and just say, hey. And he says, he's doing a vitamin drip, and so that he's got people around him that know what they're doing. So he's very well taken care of. Good for him. And
that picture.
Well, I'm sorry, what?
Shirt he's wearing in that picture. I want it.
I don't even know where I grabbed that from. I was trying to look for a current picture of Joe, and that's him. Was that Dr. Seuss?
Cat in a Hat, yeah.
Cat in a Hat, yeah. So I live in the great state of Texas, and we just passed, what is that, House Bill, it was HB, what the hell, it's got a number, or Senate Bill 968?
Texas right now?
Yeah. Oh, gosh. Yeah, we're kind of under the gun for things and stuff. We're going to get to that in just a second. So we got a whole bunch of brand new laws that just went into effect. I don't know why September 1st is the magic date for some of these things. It's just what it is. But 600, and this is, I mean, for all of you biblical folks out there, 666 new laws in Texas will go into effect on Wednesday, which was the first. They've been debated, they've been passed, and they've been signed during the 87th Texas legislature. Not every bill signed into law during the regular session will go into effect on September 1st. Some bills will go into effect went into effect as soon as they were signed. For example, Senate Bill 968, which banned vaccine passports in Texas. It became law when Governor Abbott signed it in June. But in the meantime, here's a list of some of the new laws. There's 666 of them. Oh my gosh. I'm not going to cover every one. I'm just going to cover a couple. Permitless carry, which is the big one. Permitless carry. And it's interesting that they didn't call it constitutional carry. They call it.
I applaud this one. People get mad at me when I say it, but I have no problem with that.
So House Bill 1927 allows Texans age 21 and older to carry handguns without training or license, as long as they are not legally prevented from doing so. That is, by definition, what
constitutional carry.
That's what constitutional carry is. But I think they removed the word constitutional carry just in case the Texas Constitution for some reason would change. So they wrote a law. So they wrote a law just to say this is a permitless carry.
I mean, it should be like that everywhere, in my opinion. But
I think so too. I think, if you're old enough to own it, you're old enough. If you're good enough, if you meet the qualifications to own a weapon, you meet the qualifications to carry that weapon. I would recommend, and this is KOZ recommending, and this is everybody else, go to the range, range and train. It doesn't cost you, and it would cost you rounds of ammunition and about 20 minutes to clean it. Go and shoot your gun. Don't just keep it in your nightstand and then wait for someone to break in your house for you to have to use it. Learn how to use it. Be comfortable with it.
The tool that you need to learn how to operate, pretty much. As simple as that. It's not a big scary thing.
It's not.
You don't go out there splitting wood with a split maul, not knowing how to use it. It's simple as that. Huh?
Yeah, they got. Just learn how to use it. I mean, even if you're a veteran, like most of us are here, and you're used to being around firearms and you know how to fire a gun, and you can't tell me how to do this. You know what? Go out there. Don't have to go out there every day. Go out there every couple of weeks. Every couple of weeks, just grab a box of 50 rounds and just pop them off.
The problem with me is 50 rounds would cost me about like $300.
Go and plink. Go and kill some paper, shoot some water jugs, or do something. Just don't let it sit and gather dust, and then expect yourself to, when you do need it, if you do need it, hopefully you don't ever have to use it. Someone's like, pull over, or give me your keys. I was like, fuck, I got my guns in my damn my glove box. Do I have a round chambered? Just be familiar with your weapon. Know how to use it. Hosea says, shit like this makes me glad I moved to Texas from California. Well, welcome to Texas, Hosea.
Go read the comments of some of the NPR social media posts. People are losing their minds over it, comparing it to like the Taliban taking over. Crap.
Awesome. Yeah. No, it's just like the Taliban here in Texas. Don't move here unless you like guns and
California.
Unless you like guns and freedom and shit. So, a lot of the Taliban comments are coming on like the heels of the abortion rule that came out. Abortion restrictions. Senate Bill 8 prohibits abortions as early as 6 weeks into pregnancy in lieu of government enforcement. Private individuals can sue abortion providers or people who assist abortion after an ultrasound can detect what lawmakers defined as a fetal heartbeat. Now, I'm a pro-life guy. And if it were up to me, abortion would not have, if it was presented to me, it's like, okay, do you want to abort the kid or not? No. The answer is always going to be no. However, I think if you're in a relationship, your girlfriend gets pregnant or whatever, guess what? It's a 51-49 decision. You can have a discussion and you can share your feelings, but ultimately that decision belongs to the woman. I think, and that's why I said 51-49, just because, the man has a say, but the ultimate decision lays on the woman. Now, I'm not sure how the fetal development works. I don't know, and I've heard that you can't, it's not a heartbeat that you're hearing at 6 weeks. So I think that any legislation to the way that women take care of their bodies, I mean, there are women out there, and this is a fact, that use abortion as a form of birth control. They'll do their thing all day long, and they don't give a damn. And if they get pregnant, it's like, I'll just go get an abortion. My problem with it is that it's being used so willy-nilly like that. So my proposal, and I'm not okay with this bill because I think it's too far overreaching. It's not good. I don't think it's good at all. I don't want to ban abortion. I think if you want to make the choice to get an abortion, that's up to you. That is your decision. It's between you and God. It's between you and God. What I don't like is using taxpayer funds for abortion. So I don't care who you are, no taxpayer fund, and that would satisfy me. For any abortion legislation, get taxpayer funding out of abortions. Period. Paragraph. That's it. All of it. If you want an abortion, great. Start writing the check.
I don't know. That's like one topic I try to stay out of.
I do too, and we do as a station. We don't really talk about it, but I mean, why not talk about it? Well, it's a difficult subject.
Well, it's just like kind of like I don't know if you ever seen that. David Chappelle was on Netflix for a little bit. His last one that he did, they caught a lot of flack because he said, if it comes down to a woman's choice to keep the kid, then he said, well, then it should be the choice of the man if he owns up to the kid at that point. And when he said that, everyone's heads exploded. So I try to stay out of it. I just don't believe that the government should have any dealing in death. They shouldn't have the lives of people's, hands in its control at that point. I don't believe in a death penalty. A lot of people think I'm crazy about that, but that's like that's my libertarian view on things. I just don't. I think the government should not be in charge of dealing death at that point to its citizens, and that's just my 2 cents on that.
Okay, I did not know that about you, Pooky.
Oh, no.
I'm not judging at all.
The only people that should actually get the death penalty, in my opinion, are pedophiles. That's it. Just hang them up, string them up. That's the end of it. But besides that, I'm pretty sure everyone agree with me on that one. But.
Yeah, especially for anybody here with kids. Moving on, medical marijuana. Marijuana. And it's like, oh my gosh. Texas is becoming a marijuana-friendly state. Not really. Not really. If you read the bill, medical marijuana expansion. It sounds like it's going to be huge right now. People with any form of cancer or post-traumatic stress disorder now have access to low THC cannabis for medical purposes. House bill. THC? Low THC. It's like 1% to 3%. I want to say it's like closer to 1%.
So what are they, the Colorado of how Colorado's crazy about their alcohol levels in beer?
Right? Or in Oklahoma, like you can only get like the near beer on Sundays or some shit like that.
I don't know.
But yeah, I don't do the marijuana thing. I did the edibles. We went to Colorado and I did it, and it's just like, it's not for me. It's not for me. The video's probably online still somewhere. I was the adult that evening, and it was a lot of fun. So it's an expansion of the Texas Compassionate Use Program, which allows people with conditions such as epilepsy and autism, among the other previously stated conditions such as cancer or PTS, to use the marijuana. You have to apply for the card, and I don't know. I haven't done enough research. I'm not sure how that will affect having concealed carry, firearms ownership. I'm not sure how that intermingles with federal law.
Well, if you go into a background check, which every gun purchase requires a background check now,
yes.
You fill out your federal form. You have to state on there, have you used marijuana within the last 30 days? Right. And if you check the yes box on that, you are not legally allowed to possess or buy a firearm at that point. Huh?
Yeah. So, I mean, if you do have that Texas medical marijuana card, just be careful, man. Be careful. But it's like super low. Super low concentrations. The edibles that we got, I want to say were 5% per gummy.
Oh no, some of the gummies that I was getting were like legendary levels. Melt my mind into the couch.
And it's just, I bought a thing. It was a container, and it had a bunch. I want to say 6 or 8 of them in there. And they're like those little bubble packs. You go and you just take it out, and it's a gummy bear. You eat it. And of course, for the first hour and a half, you're like, these gummies ain't shit. And then you're like, woo! I didn't like it. So I don't hate on me. I threw the shit away. Got rid of it. I didn't like it.
They could have just handed it out to some homeless guy on a street.
I could have. I could have. But it just wasn't for me. It's for some people, and it's just not for me. Just give me, nah. So buying alcohol is also legal in Texas. Yay! But when I say that on Sundays, and I didn't really know this was still a thing. Like in the Bible Belt. You drive through and it's like, oh, you can't buy alcohol on Sundays, or you can only buy alcohol afternoon on Sundays.
They call it blue laws. Blue laws are what you're called.
And I didn't know that was a thing here until I saw this meme. Thanks, Mom. She posted it saying that Texans can now buy beer and wine at 10 a.m. instead of having to wait until noon. Yeah, progress.
Oh, here I am in South Carolina. I know not all counties are the same as South Carolina, but my county, you can buy beer 24/7, 7 days a week. Doesn't matter what time it is. So you could be done with the bar, stop at the gas station, get more beer, and go home. Awesome.
Okay. You're kind of in a resort town.
Oh, that too. Yeah. The only thing is you can't buy liquor on Sundays. That's the only thing. You can't buy the hard stuff.
Oh, okay. I can't buy a bottle of Jack on Sunday.
That's the only thing. I think that's like that throughout most of the state here. I know there's some dry counties still in the state, from what I heard.
Yeah, because they distill their own.
Yeah. Where else? Texas. When I first moved down to Texas, I can't remember the name of the county, but it was a little town called Diboll, a little bit south of Lovekin. It's like a little drive-through city, one stoplight pretty much. But that entire county was a dry county. Like, you could not buy beer anytime whatsoever. So you'd have to go across county lines. And as soon as you hit the county line, there was like liquor store, beer store, liquor store, beer store. So you just roll up, buy your beer, and then drive back into the county so you can drink your beer. It made absolutely no sense to me at that point. Huh?
Pardon me, I'm just replying to Spanky here.
yes, Spanky told me yes, there's still dry counties in Texas. So there you go.
You run your county how you want. I used to live in Mansfield, Texas. You couldn't buy a drop of alcohol in that county, or in that town. Within the county is Tarrant County still, but all the sit down restaurants were like BYOB.
I know they still have the ice. What do they call them? Ice houses in Texas, where all you can do is buy beer pretty much. You can't get liquor there, but if you bring your own liquor, they'll give you the mixers for it. Huh? it's the brown paper bag kind of thing, which is weird to me. But
let's see what else. So I got like three things that are kind of like, oh, they're related. They're related here. So let me see. Police body cameras. House Bill 929 requires police officers to keep body cameras on during the entirety of active investigations. I thought that the wording of that was weird because it's not necessarily an investigation. An investigation happens at a certain time, but there's contact. I would have preferred to see the word contact during all contacts with somebody. The camera should be on, but no. It says police cameras have to be on during the entirety of an active investigation. So I think maybe there might be some wiggle room for the camera to be turned off.
I was just watching a news article about I don't know if it was in South Carolina or one of these states, southern states, where like the sheriff was trying to get them to shut down their camera, and one officer just said, "Screw it, I'm gonna just leave it run." And he was trying to get them to change the whole story of the situation that happened. Pretty much, they got all caught on camera. So that's kind of the weird crap that happens in the South. But
yeah. I think the body cams, because there is so much distrust with the law enforcement community, because there are some that are just bad and crooked and are, power, they got that thing in their head. It's just a power thing. I think the body cams are good because it just keeps everybody in check. So fuck, those things should run 24/7. 24/7, they're uploaded to the fucking cloud and you have no control over the content. Guess what? There might be 30 minutes of you pissing in the entire month of November or whatever. But guess what? It stays private until there's an investigation. Hey, where was Officer Simpson on Thanksgiving Day on 1990 in 2021? And you can pull up his video. Was he on duty? Yeah. Let's pull up his video. Or her video, doesn't matter. Banning unnecessary police chokeholds, and I couldn't find a decent picture for a chokehold, so I've got Darth Vader up there.
It's the only acceptable chokehold.
Police officers are now prohibited from using chokeholds or excessive force during arrests unless necessary to prevent officer or bystander injury. Officers who witness violations are required to report the incident. Sounds cool.
Yeah. Well, still doesn't stop a civilian from coming up and helping a cop out by blood choking the crap out of a crazy meth head.
I'd do it in a heartbeat. I'd do it in a heartbeat. Let's see, online ballot tracking system. House Bill 1382 creates an online tracking system for all mail-in ballots and mail-in ballot applications. The system will be run by the Texas Secretary of State.
I'll see nothing wrong there.
Nope. If you want a mail-in ballot, you request one, guess what? There's a log of it. I think that's not a bad thing. Punishing cities that cut police budgets. The defund the police thing.
But what if a city needs to cut the budget? Huh?
Okay. If municipalities with a population of more than 250,000 people reduce their police budget, House Bill 1900 allows the state to financially punish the cities by reducing sales tax revenues and preventing increases in property taxes to make up the difference. 250K isn't a lot as far as the population goes. So it's more geared towards the larger cities.
Okay, I was about to say there's like little towns in Texas that got like 2 officers, and like if the 2 people die in a town, they're like, oh, we can't afford the deputy. So they just you get what I'm saying at that point.
Oh, absolutely. I totally get it. So yeah, the small cities are out of it, but but if you're a decent municipality and you defund the police, then you right, the Baltimore, New York, wherever. Where's this other one? Felony punishment for blocking emergency vehicles. House Bill 9 will make blocking access to a hospital or an emergency vehicle with its lights and sirens on a state jail felony.
See nothing wrong with that. You're puts life in danger by doing that.
There were stories. I mean, not necessarily in tech. There were some situations during the BLM riots when Trump was president, and there was a bunch of riots and stuff that people were blocking ambulance access to people who were like stabbed or shot or something, and that person ended up being either gravely injured and died. So this reactionary law is because of that.
You're nothing wrong with that.
So Holly says, I'm a Republican, but my father raised me not to trust or call the cops for shit, so I don't.
Exactly.
Lots of fun.
Karens are the most deadliest creatures on the planet because they'll just call the cops for no reason. And that's putting everyone else's life in danger at that point. If you can't de-escalate the situation yourself, then yes, call the police. But over the dumb shit, oh, your dog shit in my yard, I'm calling the cops. Now I've got like 40 cops in my yard.
And there's a record of you. There's a record of you. You can't call 911. What's your emergency? Okay, first of all, I'd like to be anonymous. There's a record of whatever call that is. Your name might be redacted, but
they got an anonymous tip line for a reason. Call that and stay off 911.
I live in a interesting neighborhood. We take care of our own shit. Nothing happens here. And I say that I knock on wood, but we look out for each other. We take care of each other, and I think all neighborhoods ought to be like that. I don't care if you live in a neighborhood with $500,000 homes or $100,000 homes. Neighbors ought to take care of each other. See some weird shit going on, like, hey, I don't remember that car, or I've never seen that car before. Yeah. It's like, hey, we're just talking to, like, you see your neighbor at night. Hey, Chris, there was this guy or this person parked out in front of your house. Do you know what kind of vehicle this is? Is this a friend of yours? You might say, oh, yeah. He said he was going to come by, but I hadn't made it home from work yet. And that's happened a couple of times.
Good, like looking out for each other like that. And I mean, that's like that in the country. You hear a gunshot at 3:00 in the morning, you go investigate the shit.
Oh no, but what is that? The Nextdoor app. The Nextdoor app. Anybody hear gunshots? Yeah. It's July 4th. People are lighting off fireworks.
Yeah, I live close to the swamp, and some guys that live on them big old stilted houses like blow up Tannerite on the weekends, and I swear it's like all my resident groups just start. I know what it is as I hear it, but I was like, "What's with all the explosions? Where are all the explosions?"
Explosions. You want to hear an explosion? Give me about 40 minutes. I'm going to build something for you real quick.
It's funny though, is because as soon as those start hitting the residence pages and stuff like that, it seems like the rednecks out in the woods get like a wild hair up their ass and start blowing up more shit.
Or someone, one of them are connected, or they have their cell phone with them. Like, hey, Boudreaux, they called that explosions. Okay, the last one I wanted to. What is this? Oh, homeless encampments in Texas. Criminalizing homeless camping. House Bill 1925 makes camping in unapproved public places a misdemeanor crime that carries a fine of up to $500. Cities cannot opt out of this ban.
They're just trying to clean up Austin. I've heard Austin has gotten horrible. I don't know about the other big cities, but Austin's starting to turn into like a mini Los Angeles almost, from what I'm understanding.
So here's the first picture. That's the police station. I believe that's the police station in the background there. But here's another picture. This picture, I'm damn sure this is the 6th Street Bridge.
Yeah. With all the like mattresses and stuff underneath
Dude,
of it.
There's tents and just nastiness. I haven't been to 6th Street since I was stationed at Fort Hood. And
same here.
96. I think it's probably 96.
The early 2000s for me, so it's been a while. Yeah.
So they're trying to they're trying to get rid of this.
Trying to prevent another like Skid Row down in Los Angeles, pretty much. Is what they're trying
I
to
mean,
do.
L.A., San Francisco. I mean,
San Diego, yeah, all of that. No?
Even in Hawaii, there's a humongous homeless population. But the thing is, you're homeless. You live in a tent, and let's say you're camped out here, third pole from the left, underneath on the 6th Street Bridge, underneath I-35. You're going to prosecute someone and find them. They're homeless, right? $500. Okay, you're on the hook for $500 to the city. Okay. What's your address, sir? I live under the bridge on 6th Street. I don't understand.
It's a tricky situation at that point. It's kind of like the whole parking lot meter joke about Wall Street, and they can set them up on Wall Street and fine people $200. To park in front of it. The rich guy's not going to give a crap about it. He'll just pay the $200 fine ticket for parking there. The poor guy can't do it at that point. So it's. I mean, you can't squeeze blood from stone at that point. Well, they ain't got that money.
This is a communal type thing. I mean, one person does it. I'm not saying it's fine. I'm just saying one person does it, and it's a thing. 2 or 3 people do it. That's like, okay, this is kind of becoming a nuisance. But those 2 or 3 people doing it, this has become a partnership. It's like you're becoming a community, and I'm wondering with all of this big community of people that are camping out underneath. I mean, this is where they live. This is, they'll go and panhandle during the day and crash out there during the night. Who among these homeless people? There's bound to be some homeless veterans out there. How do you separate? And it's not even separate. How do you help these folks?
I think the big thing with this this is like a generational problem, and it started real big in the like 90s when they stopped with the mental health care, like real heavy, like a lot of the mental health care facilities that we used to have, and they started like not funding them anymore. The government stopped funding most of that stuff, and it's led to this point. And the drugs are a big thing too. The heroin, the opioid crisis caused a lot of this. Meth, Texas, they can't help.
It did cause it. It's a contributing factor, of course. You get hooked on drugs, and all of a sudden you lose your house and your family, and all of a sudden you need a place to live, and this is where you go. But then there's someone who just they got laid off. There was a huge, an economic downturn here in the United States in 2008.
2008 was horrible for the song. There's a lot of people that are probably still homeless because of that. Eh?
And they didn't become homeless because they were drug addicts or they were bad people or they got divorced. They're down there with their families because they lost their fucking house because they couldn't pay for it because they got laid off.
It's this kind of reminiscence of the what was it back in the 20s during the Great Depression? You had like little shanty camps like this that would pop up along like railroads and stuff like that. Because people pretty much lost everything, their farms, their livelihood, same thing at that point.
So I don't know. I don't think this is going to be I don't know what I think the goal on that legislation was just to get rid of the unsightly camping out of. I think it allows police officers to go and clear those areas out.
That and Austin was trying to pass laws saying that, hey, this is allowed. You're allowed to do this. You're allowed to camp out like they did in Los Angeles and stuff like that. So I think that's kind of trying to battle some of the, I guess I hate to say it, more extreme liberal laws that are coming out of Austin's like actual city. Not
Austin is unlike any other city in Texas. It's extremely loose and liberal. And this is the kind of crap that they wanted to just, this is okay, this is fine. But the thing is, you can't just say, no, this is not allowed. Here's slap a fine on it and expect it to go away, because it's not. It's just going to go somewhere else.
That's not fixed the problem. Well, they might just head back to California at that point. Who knows? I mean,
you have to address the issue. You can't just kick it over to some other municipality. You can't just flush it down the toilet and expect it to go away, because it's gonna come back. This isn't a way to fix the problem. This is a way to get rid of the visuals. There's still a problem there. So I hope that shit gets done to help. I mean, help these folks. No one wants to live like this voluntarily.
Wasn't it? Was it Kansas City? It was doing there was that one guy that was trying to build tiny homes.
Oh, the tiny homes, yes.
He ran into so many problems trying to set that stuff up for the city at first, and then I think they finally started working with him about it. Huh?
Spanky, do you know his name? Do you remember his name? The gentleman from Tiny Homes for Vets. What was that in Kansas City when we were up in Stillwell for that trip that we did up there with War Horses for Veterans? He was there with us. I can't remember the guy's name. But yeah, he ran into a lot of roadblocks. But now it's like, yeah.
It's like,
now it's like,
cities.
Hey, do you want more land? Do you want more land?
I mean, the cities don't have stepping stones for these people either. Like, they don't have like I said, the mental health programs for the people who have mental health problems, the drug rehab problems for the people who are or the financial things. Like, hey, you just need a place for you and your family to stay for a while so you get back up on your feet. Here's some job help. Here's this, here's that, and actually fix the problem.
Scott Feather says Hawaii does tiny homes too, but honestly, mental health issues are at the root of their homeless problems.
Exactly. That's my 100% my belief at this point. No one wants to live like that permanently. No one does.
But yeah, I mean, folks who can't hold a job, they're extremely functional, but then they have some mental thing that goes on, bipolar or whatever, put whatever name it is on there, and they just they throat punch some fucker in the warehouse, or they make a bad decision which causes their career to just go away. And this is what happens, man. Oof. This is a touch. I think this is more of a touchy subject because there's no correct answer. It's like, there's a different situation for everybody who's involved in it. If you see all those tents there underneath this bridge, and I see 1, 2, 3, 4 tents, 2, 3, probably 20 fucking sleeping bags. You talk to those people, you talk to those 25 people, I'll bet you that there's 25 different stories. There's got to be 25 different stories there.
Oh, just like my mom, she was working, she's working as at the corrections officer here down in near the beach or whatever, and during tourist season, our local police like to snatch up the homeless people, just pretty much like stick them in jail pretty much over just the most petty things. But, it's kind of like, let's get rid of the eyesore while the tourist season's going on. And then come winter, off tourist season, they just let them run rampant along the beach pretty much the rest of the year at that point. Huh?
Yeah, it's just, it's a difficult problem to take care of. And I don't think anybody, I don't think there is a single answer for it. I think there's multiple answers because there's multiple issues. And this is the type of legislation that comes up. I'm not saying it's a bad legislation. I'm just saying that this is not going to cure.
That's all it does at that point. Because you do have enablers like that. Was it San Francisco where they can steal up like $900 a day now and only get like a $50 fine or something crazy, like no jail time?
There's videos of people just going up and just walking out with merchandise from stores, and they're not going to get prosecuted.
I don't know, it's a weird topic to go down.
Tiny homes, it's become like a corporation and it's spreading across the nation. The guys who started it left because it wasn't their intent. The chat's flowing really quickly, which I appreciate. I love that. You know what? Democrats fucking things up. Is it? I think it's just, it's more of, it's a problem that started at,
like I said, a generational problem at this point. It's not just an R or a D or whatever. That's not the problem. The problem is like, hey, people drive like 6th Street. How many people are driving by that every day? Look at it, goes, it's not my problem at that point.
Scott Feather says, my 5-year-old daughter saw a homeless lady under a bridge and says, quote, Mom, there's a lost mommy over there. It brought us to tears. There are people out there that really need help, and they're not getting the help, or they don't know where to get the help from. But also on the other side of that same coin is when I drive home from work, the first stoplight I get to, there's always someone there. With
handlers.
It's a panhandler with a cardboard sign. It goes, the homeless vet, I need help. But every day when I drive by, the guy's got he's in new clothes. It's always different. It's always a different, he's got a new, sometimes they're shaved. Sometimes, all the time, they're not wearing the same outfit every single fucking day. They have the same sign and the same backpack.
It's always told to look at a man's shoes if they come begging for money.
Yeah. But yeah, these guys, folks are coming, and they'll come right up to your door. And there's panhandling ordinances here. There's like, hey, you can't get into a working roadway to panhandle. These guys don't give a fuck. They'll just walk out and knock on your window and hold that sign out.
They used to sell the newspaper in Houston like that under the bridges during the day. They could, you just like some of the bridges you drive under. That's how some of the guys made their money. They would just sell the newspapers, pretty much.
It's a difficult situation, and here, this legislation in Texas, I don't know if it's going to solve anything. It might clean up the street, but that situation is not gonna change until and unless things are done for mental health for people. And it's not just veterans, it's everybody. Everyone underneath that bridge has a story, and it needs to be addressed. I don't know what the answer is, but I'm not sure if this legislation will change anything. It's going to move. It might move the tents, but it's not going to move the problem. The problem's going to still remain. Oh, I don't like heavy stuff, man. This sucks because I don't have an answer. I like to talk about it to try to find an answer, but there's no real answer.
That's the problem. Is no one wants to talk about it. When you talk, it's what the things that make people uncomfortable. Are the ones that people want to talk about. And those are the things that never get fixed. Sometimes you got to talk about the uncomfortable things. It's as simple as that.
All right. So we say we take a break and come back and play some games for a little bit.
Let's play some games.
All right. We're going to take a very short break, and we're going to come back. We'll talk for a little bit. We'll take you like a little tutorial on how to play Jackbox games. So if you know how to open up a new tab on your browser, let's say you use the Google Chrome. I use the Google Chrome. So you open up your browser, and then you hit that plus sign, and that opens up a brand new window. In that brand new window, in one of those windows, you're going to have this program here. So in your browser, hit that plus sign up there on your tab, hooty-hoo up there, and open up a new tab. And in that new tab, you're going to go to jackbox.tv. Jackbox.tv. And you're going to get a sign-in screen. Let me do this. .tv. So it's going to look like this. You go to jackbox.tv, it's going to look like that. So there's the top line is going to be room code. It says enter 4-letter code. I'm going to give that to you after the break. And then under there it says name. You're going to put name. And for me it's KOZ. But I can say my name is Barney. Barney. You can put any name there you want. So that's where we're going to go to. So you got to go to jackbox.tv. I'm going to give you the room code after the break, and type in your name. Doesn't have to be Barney. Doesn't have to be KOZ. It can be whatever. I'm not sure if you can do it on the. You can do it on the phone.
The murder trivia party, which is really fun.
We can. I mean, we're gonna do on the phone. I know you can. You can't do both on the phone.
I used to have to do all kinds of wizard stuff in order to pull that off.
So I mean, stay here where you're at, but then open another screen, another window, and then do the Jackbox.tv thing. If you're just listening to this on the phone, I'm not sure that you're going to be successful in finding a way to do this. So anyway, we're going to take a break, and we're going to be back very, very shortly. And go ahead and take a bathroom break, refill your drinks, and we'll be back in a very short amount of time.
WTF Nation Radio. WTF Nation Radio.
Take this photograph, tell me what it is you see when you look at me. Deep into the photography, I don't really need your sympathy, just tell me your thoughts. Have I got what they got, and is it a plot done for naught? Am I not like you because I do what I do? Who knew that I could lose a few of you cause I bleed blue? But it's true, I know cause I see it every day as I work and I sleep the day away. Like you I have pain and like you I have fear. Can I pay all of the bills and still make it through the year? Will I make it home alive? Should I pray to the sky every day and every night? Will I hold you by my side? But in the public eye, I don't even have a heart. A robot of the system moving only when I'm told to start. Rip apart my art, I'm strong like a flower blooming. You got it all wrong, I know I'm breathe, I breathe. And like you see, I see. And like you need, I need. And like you bleed, I bleed. Don't treat me like an object, I'm tested and proven. Mind, heart, and soul, I'll always be a human. Like you breathe, I breathe. And like you see, I see. And like you need, I need. And like you bleed, I bleed. Don't treat me like an object, I'm tested and proven. Mind, heart, and soul, I'll always be a human.
Call me a vet like a soldier. Green beret, 21 gun salute, don't wanna see today. In a constant war zone, in the home of the brave, where they hate the police until they saving the day. I got kids like you, a mortgage like you, so blue lives matter, and so does yours too. All this separation and divide, open your eyes. If you cut us all open, we the same inside. The only difference is I run to the gunfight, get peace when it's chaos, when the people don't act right. But I'm under scrutiny for trying to protect me. You pull a pistol and I'm shooting for trying to contest me. I got a quick second to make a deadly decision. The media betrayed me like a kid for a living, like I'm cold with no heart, a brain with no thoughts, a body with no feeling, a life with no cause.
Like you breathe, I breathe, and like you see, I see. And like you need, I need. And like you bleed, I bleed. Don't treat me like an object, I'm tested and proven. Mind, heart, and soul, I'll always be a human. Like you breathe, I breathe. And like you see, I see. And like you need, I need. And like you bleed, I bleed. Don't treat me like an object, I'm tested and proven. Mind, heart, and soul, I'll always be a human. I'm damned if I do, and damned if I don't. It's like every single time I say what's on my mind, they go for my throat, they spew evil words. A few are absurd, always grinding, grinning, and killing my soul with these verbs. Hold me down, like I can't gasp for air. I'm closed inside of a box, like I'm inside Fort Knox. Every time that I'm there, I don't know why they think that I'm different from you. All that's true is I'm a like you breathe, I breathe. And like you see, I see. And like you need, I need. And like you bleed, I bleed. Don't treat me like an object, I'm tested and proven. Mind, heart, and soul, I'll always be a human. Like you breathe, I breathe. And like you see, I see. And like you need, I need. And like you bleed, I bleed. Don't treat me like an object, I'm tested and proven. Mind, heart, and soul, I'll always be a human. Like you breathe, I breathe. And like you see, I see. And like you need, I need. And like you bleed, I bleed. Don't treat me like an object, I'm tested and proven. Mind, heart, and soul, I'll always be a human. Like you breathe, I breathe. And like you see, I see. And like you need, I need. And like you bleed, I bleed. Don't treat me like an object, I'm tested and proven. Mind, heart, and soul, I'll always be a human.
WTF Nation Radio.
This is WTF Nation Radio.
Surprise, motherfucker.
All right. We are back for the second part of Friday Night Freedom. My name is KOZ, and Pooky is here. I'm pulling up the video here. Just a second. There it is. What's up? All right, I am setting up the game, and we got a little bit of bleed through with the audio. So anyway, go to jackbox.tv in a new tab, and I'm going to give everybody a code here just a little bit. I'm trying to figure things out on the fly. I've got to split my brains into 3 parts, and extended timers, yes. Family friendly? Are we a family friendly? No. I'm going to, full screen is going to be off because that kind of seems to take a little bit of the throughput away. Can you hear me, Pook?
Yeah.
Okay, good. We are back. Getting a little bit of lag on the broadcast. So I'm hoping this works out. If it doesn't work out, we'll come out with the... Okay, Spanky has laid down the gauntlet. You cannot get a hoo-ah, but you can get a ooh yeah. So this is just the drum track of "Fool in the Rain." John Bonham. Just the drums. Trying to make this as full screen as possible. Okay. Looks like when I make it huge, things don't go well. All right. This is going to work. This is definitely going to work. All right, I guess the buffer music is done, so I guess I'm finished. Let's do this. Stanley is offering free beer to everyone. That's kind of what I got from that little. All right, let's try this. Okay, we're going to play some games. This is Jackbox Games. So go to jackbox.tv. And I'm going to give you a room code here in just a second. So open up a new window, a new browser window. All right, there we go. There we go. So to play this game, you can go to jackbox.tv. Enter the room code Hector Delta Alpha Hotel. Yeah, see how I mixed up that phonetic there? Hotel Delta Alpha Hotel. Spanky's in. Scott's here. Yes, this is You Don't Know Jack. Spanky is the VIP. She was number 1. But Pookie's mom is here. Outstanding. I'm glad she's feeling better. Is that is the game audio too loud? I can turn that down.
Good.
Okay. Look at that. We've almost got a full house. One more. Una Mas. Do you really want me to play? I don't even know if these are... This is the type of game where, like, weird questions are asked and weird questions are answered, and then you just vote on the best one. Okay, let's get this started, right? Everybody's in. Start game. All right, Brian, you just came in right underneath the buzzer. Let's have fun.
All right, time for Quiplash. I can tell I'm about to learn a lot about each of you, and I'm at peace with that. And remember, any extra players can join the audience at any time by entering the room code. Audience members' votes count. This is round 1. 2 prompts will appear on your device, which you can answer in any clever or not clever way you want. Everyone will choose between your answer and someone else's, and decide who wins. The more folks who choose your answer, the more points you get. Go!
There you go. Stan, Spanky just got their answers in. I'm in the audience for this round. I should have pulled out my phone. I got too many windows open.
Time's running out. Use a safety quip if you need it.
Eight seconds.
Cards on the table. First one. A good way to get kicked out of a jazz band.
Well.
Next on deck. A good name for a band whose lead singer is a goat. Get to voting.
My vest collection. I'd like to hear the story behind that one. Do vests wear goats? Or do goats wear vests?
Next prompt. A sign you got a bad nose job.
Well.
Okay, vote.
So a sign you got a bad nose job, your choices are your name is Michael Jackson or nasal drippage. Way to go, Pooh.
Moving on. What a drunk traffic reporter would say. It's voting time.
So have all the people that hit the Colleen sign, have they been intoxicated or were they just disoriented?
I'm still trying to figure this out the story out right there because I follow the group and it's
Way to go, Spanky.
Up next, what the guy who used the first toilet said. And vote.
I'd say something like, this is a whole lot more comfortable than hovering or squatting or like, why didn't I invent that? Good one, man.
Moving on. What people in the early 1900s probably said when they got electricity for the first time. Vote away.
I don't even have a smart-ass answer for that. Like, what the fuck? This is cool. This is nice. Well, Brett, that was a good answer. That's what I voted
for. Next one. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles should update their catchphrase from Cowabunga to blank.
This ought to be good.
Put in your votes.
Damn, Stan. Stan, you had a good answer.
And next, why is each snowflake different?
Pooky's mom picked that one up.
That's it. Let's see the scores for round one.
Spanky's cleaning that. Well, it's tied 1 and 2.
Now round two, where all points and bonuses are doubled. Oh, the drama.
Oh, it's only round 2, Spanky.
Audience members, instead of just waiting around while the players type, try the audience play along. Hurry up. Use a safety quip if you can't think of anything.
I'm being asked a bunch of questions here, so I'm just answering them. And it's the same question, so I have no idea.
These better be good.
I hope so.
First off, an interesting thing on RoboCop's job performance review. Needs to work on blank.
The room code is HDAH.
And next is what Burt Reynolds' mustache would say if it could talk.
Oh, God.
Ready, set, vote.
Love you, Dolly.
Jeez.
Oh. That was a good answer.
Next, what you will bequeath to your enemy upon your death. Vote now.
I think we all know what's going to win here. Oh, sorry.
Next on the list, a sign your Roomba may be sentient. Time to vote.
Yay! Sentient, self-aware.
Next in line, a warning that should come with spray-on cheese. Vote on your devices.
A warning that should come with spray-on cheese. Tastes delicious? Ooh, the audience got don't insert anally. Stan P got the points on that one.
Coming up next, never touch the blank.
Oh, Lord. No! That had so much potential of being a great question.
No answer. I would put
Okay, next one. An odd headline to see on the cover of Cosmo. 17 tricks for blank. Vote now.
We are such a great audience here because we have awesome answers. That's okay, Spanky.
Your next prompt is the most popular ride at a religious theme park.
This ought to be awesome.
And vote.
This is not meant for children.
Oh, come on. I could come up with something way better than that.
Dude, that kind of worked out. That safety quip actually worked out.
And that's all for round 2. Fire up the scoreboard.
Oh, man. Spanky is way behind. She doesn't like to lose.
It's round 3, the last lash. I've got one prompt left, and you're all getting it.
You're all getting it.
Come up with the phrase this acronym stands for.
Come up with a full name for this acronym. The acronym is EGD. Echo Golf Delta. What is the acronym EGD? What could that be? Extremely good desserts? Finish quickly. Let's go. Come on, Stan. Pooky. Yes.
Time to take a look. It's round 3, so you've got 3 medals to award. A gold, a silver, and a bronze. Make your picks.
Of course, there's got to be Dick in there somewhere. Time's running out.
All right, let's see where those medals went. Bronze, silver, and the gold. Great. Let me just turn those medals into points for you. And we're finished. Show me those final scores.
Oh, who won there? Was that you? Did you win?
Yeah.
Hell yes. Haven't figured this out yet. We're going to play another game. It'll be a different flavor. So I have to, like, you're going to see all my shit here. Sure I want to exit? Yeah. Back to the pack. Go ahead.
Nothing. I didn't even realize my microphone.
So we got Quiplash, which we just played. And then we got Trivia Murder Party Guespionage, which is fun. I don't know what Faking It is or TKO. I know TKO is not meant for like an audience like us. I haven't experienced Faking It, so I don't want to do that yet. So I think our choices are Trivia Murder Party or Guespionage. They're both fun. They're both good. Ba-dun-dun. They got some groovy music, man. Groovy music. I think we're going to do Guespionage. Guespionage is really good because it asks like real world trivia questions and then you answer and then your answers are based on facts. And I like that. So let's do Guespionage. Loading. Let me make sure we're good here. Full screen. Family friendly filter off. Hiding. Yeah, we're gonna hide that. Audience is on. Requires Twitch. No. I love all the Twitch viewers, but we don't require Twitch. All right. I guess that's good there. Back to the pad. Play. Okay, so we're going to play Guespionage here.
A reminder to all agents, we have a camera on the coffee pot, so we know when you take the last cup and don't refill the pot.
Isn't that the worst? That is the worst. I mean, if you work in an office and you really want a cup of coffee, you're like, man, I've been so busy, I really want a cup of coffee, and you go to get a cup of coffee and somebody just didn't like brew the next pot.
55% though. Are you sure about those numbers?
Oh yeah. It may not make sense to us, but that's how people under 30 eat corn on the cob.
But why do you need a parasol?
Okay.
It doesn't work
so we're
otherwise.
here doing Guespionage, and the room code is going to be STLI.
Agent Hawthorne, if you could,
STLI
act naturally
is
and
the
report
room
to
code.
observation. Reminder to all agents.
So if you guys want to,
is this Friday.
if you guys want to join up, it's STLI is the room code. If you go to jackbox.tv, I'm going to try to get in because I think this is going to be a whole lot of fun.
Believe it.
Yeah, so if you could ask her to call me back at the field office, that'd be great.
That'd be
This is
great.
Agent Warren. Thanks. Bye. What?
Foolish. Why do you refer to yourself as Agent Warren?
Because it's my name.
First name.
So,
Doing the whole one name thing like Madonna?
I gotta go. Lunch plans.
You meeting Ranger Rick and Fire Marshal Bill?
How do you know Warren's not my first and last name?
Because I've known you for 7 years.
Have you?
Nameplate's right there on your desk.
Is it?
You are so annoying.
Am I?
Wow, that kind of showed up like now. That's cool.
Data collection? No.
Everybody ready?
Prince Albert McKee.
Oh my gosh.
No, it's you.
Is that
Push
is
the
like
button.
is that is that like the real ice or is that a fake ice?
I can't remember his name though.
Can't either.
I haven't met him yet.
I think it was Chris.
No.
Something like Chris.
Craig, Kyle, Crinkle.
Kevin, Comfy, Quicksilver, Condoleezza.
Okay, so this game called Guespionage is more of a they
Christmas.
How about just walking over and saying,
produce questions that are they ask you questions that are based on facts and there's like real data for this and it's we have to guess exactly you know what the right answer is. So let's do this. This is gonna be good.
Ready?
I'm ready.
All right.
3, 2, 1.
Hey, want to see your government in action? Of course not. But the great thing about the petabytes of info we've collected on each and every one of you, we can use that data to play a game. Come on, you don't even have to catch a ball or nothing. Let's play Guespionage!
Sierra
Let's have some
Tango
analytical
Lima
fun.
India is the code.
First up,
Spanky,
we
you're up.
collected data about everything, even this. What percentage of people have taken piano lessons? Make it a good guess. You'll get more points the closer your guess is to the actual percentage. Okay, we have a guess. 25%. Okay, everyone else, time to guess if the actual percentage is higher or lower. You can also double down and guess much higher or much lower if you think the guess is off by 15% or more.
Hi, Dad.
Have you taken piano lessons?
Yes, I have actually.
What do you think? Higher or lower?
I've never, but I've taken trumpet lessons.
Most of you are saying higher. Okay, let's see the right answer. 44%. And strangely enough, most of them don't hate their parents.
Ah.
Who said higher? Nice job. I've got some points for you. And what have we here? Well done. Double points for guessing much higher.
Boom, me and Chad are
Who's
fucking
next?
rocking the house here.
Okay, computer, what do you have for this one? What percentage of people have photobombed total strangers?
I have.
$69%.
This is
What do
a-
y'all think? Higher or lower?
Nice number choice there, Pookie.
Secrets. High five.
Oh, damn. I don't know what to say. Let me say that.
People are saying higher. Now let's get to the right answer. 53%. When did this become a thing? Did people ever photobomb Polaroids?
I think people photobomb without knowing they're photobombing.
Who got it right? Nice job. I've got some points for you. Okay, who's up next?
High five.
All right,
Come on,
I have
Ice.
a good one. What percentage of people have gone on juice cleanses? %45%. All right, what do you think?
I don't believe in juice cleanses. I think your body has the correct pH and it tries to maintain it tries to maintain the correct pH based on your body.
7%. You were within 30%, so no points for you. Let's see who got it right. Ooh, points for you. Next up. Let's see, what would be good? How about
Come on,
this?
Stan. Do us good.
What percentage of people think Splash is a better mermaid movie than The Little Mermaid?
Oh, good question.
You're almost out of time. 60%. Okay.
Oh
higher or
my
lower?
gosh.
High five.
I think Little Mermaid was superior.
Running out of time. People are saying lower. And the correct answer is 24%.
There we go.
No matter what movie you prefer, the winner is Disney. Who got it right? Well done. You get points.
You get points.
Who's next?
Hi, Dad.
I'll bet our database has some juicy data for this.
Uh-oh.
What percentage of people know where Denmark is on a map?
I mean, I do.
You're almost out of time. 65%. What do y'all think? Higher or lower?
High five.
I have more faith in humanity.
The vote is lower.
Absolutely.
And Surveil says 63%. Just missed it by 2%. Nice guess. Let's see who got it right. Smart guess. Here's your points. And what have we here? Ah, that's too bad. Double downs only count if the answer is off by 15% or more.
Sorry, Poog.
Okay, who's up next?
I'm still losing my ass on
All
this
right,
game.
Surveillance Pro, what do you have for this? What percentage of people would prefer to go through their entire lives barefoot?
Come on, Chad. 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 Chad.
Anytime now.
Yeah, Chad.
50%. Everyone else, higher or lower?
I love
running
going
out. Higher or lower?
barefooted. I love being barefoot.
The majority say lower. And Surveil says 36%. Sadly, those people would never again be welcome inside a Burger King. Who got it right? Here's some points.
Chad didn't do shit and he got points.
It's funny.
It's time for the final round. Through
Let's do
totally
this.
legal means, we found the most popular answers to this question. Which Doctor Who was the best? All right, let's see the answers. You have 3 chances to pick the most popular answers on the board. Good luck!
I have no idea.
Remember, you can pick 3 answers, not just one.
Where's no one knows this. I don't see Doctor Strange on here. I mean, you know what I mean. Not Doctor Strange. You know.
Let's see what answers you chose. Now let's take a look at the results.
Whatever the fuck happened in the 70s or 80s is what I liked.
And the winner is...
High five.
Get the fuck out. What the hell did I do?
Congratulations, you're the most surveillance surveiller that ever surveyed.
What the fuck? What did I do? I have no idea. This is fucked up. I have no idea. What the hell?
You
I
just
didn't.
want a chance.
I just don't know.
That final round of the week.
Okay, so Spanky owes me a good taco dinner with flour tacos, not corn tortillas, flour tortillas. Do you prefer flour or corn?
I prefer corn tortillas.
Corn? No.
With tacos.
I'm not a fan of corn, so.
That was my burrito.
Let me get rid of this coronavirus, and I'll be down for tacos, and me and your friends, we can just do like tacos, like.
Now's the time to get into the spicy eating food challenge, because you can't.
I can feel spice. No, I have this. I took a harvest of jalapenos. I have like one plant. I planted jalapenos last year, and then it came back, it froze, and was just.
Oh, that's the nanites. They're little.
It was like froze. Like we had that bad freeze in Texas, and shit was like covered in ice. I left my plants outside, and they came back. My basil plant died. My rosemary plant kind of hung on enough for her to go to like, okay, I'm just gonna exist. And I've got a good rosemary plant, but it's like it's not doing anything. But my jalapeno plant came back, and it started growing, and it's about 3 or 4 feet high, and it's a beautiful plant, and it gave me 20 peppers this year. So I pickled them 2 weeks ago, a week and a half ago, and they're good. And I tasted them before I got this coronavirus crap. But I can feel sensations. So if I eat a habanero or a jalapeno, I can feel the heat, but I can't taste it, which really pisses me off because I like the taste of jalapenos.
I got you can outside.
Yeah.
And I think I'm gonna do that this year with mine because I got a whole bunch of chili plants. So I'm gonna have little bonsai chili plants everywhere.
That's nice. So let's do a trivia murder party. I think that's probably a good choice. Back to the pack. Yes. Trivia murder party, because this is fun. This is a fun one because it's more trivia, and if you know it, you know it. If you don't, you don't. There's really no way to cheat on this. So James Davis says, what do y'all know about THC gummies? I've got a supposedly 10% THC gummy, thinking about eating it. Okay.
Do it.
I would say do it. Probably not going to die, but don't be upset if you don't feel shit in 30 minutes. It might take an hour or an hour and a half. It all depends on what your body's chemistry is and the way your metabolism works. %10 is pretty high. 10% is I don't want to scare you. I'm just saying don't expect to. You're not dropping acid. You're eating a fucking edible. So eat it and then just. Okay, settings, full screen, extended timers, yes. Let's go to okay, we're gonna play Trivia Murder Party. This is gonna be fun. I've chosen audience, yes. Extended timers, yes. Requires Twitch, no. Skip the tutorials. Okay, this is just another one of those. They're gonna ask you questions and you're gonna provide answers, and things are going to happen. Either you're going to die or you're not going to die. If you die, it's not a bad thing because you can still win. I've won while dead before. I think when CQ played this the last time, I won as a dead person. So, whatever. No writing and drawing mode. No, we're not gonna do that. Room code hiding. Start game from controller only, no. Okay. All right. So how do I do this? Close. Play. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be playing Trivia Murder Party. Join us at jackbox.tv. If you don't know how to do this, explained it a lot. Go to Jackbox TV in a new window, and then enter the room code, which I'm going to unhide here in a second. Here we go. How you doing, Pooky? You doing good?
Good, yeah.
All right. INSW. India, November, Sierra, Whiskey. Damn.
No, I made it in first.
You were quick, man. That's good. So, play Trivia Murder Party. Man, we got a bunch of folks in here. Spanky, the burlap sack. India, November, Sierra, Whiskey.
Yeah.
Here we go. I mean, Ice is here. Here we go. All right, 3, 2, 1. Let's start this shit.
You ready? Yes.
It says press everybody's in to start, and I'm trying to. There we go.
Ooh, spooky.
Spanky and Chad as Spanky and Chad. Stan P and Ice as Stan P and Ice. So if you're in the audience, go to
Rules? Where we're going, we don't need no stinking rules. That's probably my favorite quote from The Godfather. Let's get to it then. Okay now, first question. Which one of these is not one of the 4 C's of selecting a diamond? Use your device to answer the question.
It just jumped right into it.
And the correct answer is... Who got the question right? Which leaves only you. Prepare for your punishment.
You're dead.
Welcome to the killing floor.
You can redeem yourself,
Let's play a
man.
dice game. I'll go first. 16. Hi there. Should they roll higher or lower? You can make it as hard or as easy as you want.
Pick lower, please. Stan.
Good luck with that.
Ooh!
Roll higher than me or you die.
Oh. Roll higher or die? That sucks.
You hate to see that. I'd love to see it, but I assume you hate to see it.
Hang in there, Stan. You can still win. Oh, gosh.
And now, the scoreboard. Wait, that's supposed to be a scareboard. Dang it. I messed up the joke. Just forget it. It's a scoreboard, okay? It's a scoreboard. Alright, next question. It's crazy how fast time goes when you're having fun. Around how long did the Spanish Inquisition last?
I was going to say these questions get harder. Much harder. Yeah, it lasted way too long. And who cares, because that wasn't me, right?
Who picked this? The rest of you, prepare for your punishment.
I'm dead.
Hey girl, welcome back to the killing floor. We're going to play the finger cutting game.
I
Just
hate
choose
this.
one of your fingers to cut off. I'm sure you'll do great.
I hate this one.
Make up the cutting already.
There's no wrong answer, but they're all wrong. So just choose one.
You deserve an ice cream. You won't get one, but still. And here's your scores, my little dumplings. How about this? Which fictional girl grew up in a hotel?
Depending on what finger you cut off is the answer you can't give.
And the correct answer is this. The rest
Way
of
to
you
go,
who are still
Ice.
alive, I have a surprise for you.
Am I dead again?
Well, 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 there seems to be a pile of money on the floor. That's fun, right? Money. Just a huge pile of it lying there on the dirty floor. Take the most or the least money and you will be punished. Grab away. How much did everybody take?
$500.
It's punishment time for the most
Damn
and
it.
least greedy. Price of Right rules will not save you here, people. Remember that.
Spanky, we're dead together.
now that we have a second, let me pitch you a business proposition. Trail mix, but just the peanuts. Think about it and get back to me.
Trail mix, but just the penis.
All right, next question. What movie includes the famous line, Wolfman's got nards?
Wolfman's got nards. I think we're all gonna get this. We're all gonna get this. I have faith. We're all gonna get this. Wolfman's got nards.
Who said? This one? You're in for a treat.
Oh no!
Ugh, look at this mess. I spilled blood all over my favorite piece of art.
I hate this game.
Actually, I think it looks better this way. Memorize the pattern of blood.
Roar. Memorize the pattern of blood.
Alright, that's enough time. It's been like 30 seconds since the last time I checked, so let's see what's happening on Instagram. Darn it, my pic from a day ago is still at 10 likes. It has to get to at least 11 or it looks terrible. Ugh, I am literally dying. That's it. I didn't want to do this, but I'm gonna like my own post. I just have to. Alright, time to move on.
Your mom's
Reproduce the
period.
pattern on your device by tapping on all the spaces that were red. Then press submit when you're done. The person who is furthest from the pattern will die.
I got faith in you, man. Come on, Chad. Get this. You got this.
Here's that art again, and here's what you did. Bye, Felicia.
Chad's like, fuck this.
Let's try another one.
Stan, I'm here for you, bro.
Which Nobel Prize-winning philosopher wrote The Stranger?
I really don't have an idea. If you've been to like a
not the one that
proper
I put down. Yeah.
Who picked this one? Let's play a game.
Damn it.
Let's test your memory.
No.
Everyone gets to play this time. Memorize the pattern. Okay, you've had enough time. Is it distracting if I start yelling things out? Fish. Knife. Glasses. Ziggy. From left to right, what was the order of the weapons? If any of those other players do better than you, I will be very unhappy.
Oh wait, I was looking at fucking colors. Holy shit. No, I'm gonna fuck this up. I'm gonna fuck this up. I looked at colors. I didn't look at objects. Damn it. I'm dead. I'm like dead twice. I don't know what to say,
If you
Stan.
can't remember by now, you're probably screwed. This was the pattern. How did you do?
Yeah, I fucked that up.
But did anyone do just a little better? Gross. You should be ashamed of your performance.
We are shamed. We are shamed. I shame myself in front of you.
I'm having so much fun right now. I'm gonna have to journal about this later.
But Spanky is still winning. She's like kicking that ass.
Let's try this again.
And she's dead? Is she dead? She's dead, too.
Here's a sexy one. How many inches of floss should you floss with, according to the American Dental Hygienists Association?
Per what? Per what? Per year? Per month? Per floss? Dude, if you're pulling out 24 inches of floss to do one flossing...
Who said this? Everyone is wrong.
And there was like just the tip was not an option.
Good news. It's math time.
I like
Answer
math.
as many math questions as you can before time runs out.
Oh, Jesus.
Whoever does the worst dies.
Jesus.
Let's go. Math, 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 math. Don't get crunched by the numbers.
I love this song.
Last call for math. Hurry up.
Come on, math.
Life is pain.
Oh, Ice, you're dead. I'm sorry, bro.
I know. Math is evil,
Oh.
even for me.
Oh,
The
God,
whittling
no,
down to
Ice
just
is
one
dead.
player has finally come to fruition. Let's do this. Well, look who's still alive. Now you just have to escape with your body. Here's your first category. Chemical elements. Tap on each answer that fits, then press submit.
Ice is dead. Ice is dead.
Let's see the right answers. A space for every right answer. Rodents.
Oh, the accepted version? Or, I mean, I like raccoons.
If you guys are dead, you get 3 questions. I only get 1 because I'm alive.
Decisions.
Beaver was the only correct one?
Ironies in Alanis Morissette's Ironic.
It's
Anytime
like
today, kiddo.
rain on your wedding day. It's a free ride when you already paid. It's a good vibe.
Can you stay out of the shadows?
Come on, Stan.
Goosebumps books.
I really don't know. I was kind of in between the phase of Goosebumps books and like the Magic School Bus.
Time is almost up.
Pookie's there stroking his beard going, I got this. I got this. I think Spanky's going to come and get you. Rum seems like a hurricane. I don't know what a sidecar is.